if there's an approach, a certain property that we would be interested in. Does that work for you?
Okay, I just added my business partner to the line. Um,
Okay,
tell,
sure.
tell,
Hello.
yeah, do what say what you need again, so we can. Now you're interested in. We have 36 properties in Coleman, Texas. You've never been to Coleman, correct?
Yes, so essentially all I'm asking, if this is something that you guys are open-minded to, if you could just email the list of properties, the 36 or so whatever the number is, the properties that you have in Coleman, Texas, we'll take a look and then we'll give you a call back and let you know what we're interested in or not interested in. I think that's probably the easiest on y'all's end.
Well, what would be easiest on our end is to know if you want to rent them, wholesale them, owner finance them, or flip them, because that's going to weigh heavily on which properties we send you. So, what is your exit strategy? Are you going to wholesale them? Are you going to flip them? Are you going to owner finance them? Or are you going to rent them? Now, you don't want to meet me in Coleman to see the properties at all. You don't want to go to Coleman and actually physically look at them. You just want me to send you a list. But I can give you our entity name, and you can go to the CAD and pull the list.
Sure, and if that's how you'd like to go ahead and give us that information, and then we can look up all the information that we need to, and then from there I can give you a call back, and if we're interested, we can probably have that more exact conversation in regards to the questions that you're asking. Does that work? BBC. Okay.
Now, so you somehow generated a lead with my contractor, informed him that you wanted to buy all of our houses in Coleman, because that's what he told me, that you wanted to buy all our houses in Coleman. Now you're going to review what it says on the tax roll about it, and call us back and let us know if you're interested.
Yeah, so we put out a Facebook ad. I think that it sounds like your contractor reached out to us and let us know that there were 37 properties. So what I asked the contractor was I asked them to send an email with the portfolio so that we could review it. And he asked if you had a telephone number, so I gave it to him.
But the ad, I'm guessing, the ad said we buy houses, but y'all don't want to come look at the houses. You just want to see a list of houses.
We can. So what we're going to do is we're going to review the properties. Thank you for giving us the entity name. We'll take a look and we'll do our research. And we will come back to you and say this is what we're interested in. From there,
without ever going and visiting the town or looking at the properties, you're going to let us know based on random shit on the CAD what you're interested in. Or are you going to look at that on Zillow or Google Street View? How are you going to do your due diligence?
So we're going to do our due diligence, and if we're interested, we'll give you a call, sir, and we'll let you know.
How are you going to do your due diligence?
So we have a network of investors within our group that will be able to do the due diligence on your property. And if we have any additional questions, we'll give you a call and let you know.
So right now, you're about to gen up a list of our properties, send them out to your investors, which you are a licensed agent, so I guess you could do, and see if there's any interest in it. And then if there is interest in it, you're going to come back to us and say, hey, I want this, this, and this.
So we really don't have a lot of, I don't know anything about your properties. I don't know where they are.
Right.
I know that they're in Coleman, but I don't have an address.
Exactly.
I can't give you a lot of information because I don't know which properties you have.
No, I got you, which is why I said we needed to meet there and look at them.
Right. So if we're interested, then yes, either I myself or I'll send out a member of my team to go out there and to view the property.
So could you just add your member of your team to the call, and then we all meet out in Coleman and look at the properties?
If we're interested, so now that we have your list.
So hold on, back up. You ran an ad in Coleman that said you're interested in buying houses in Coleman, and now I have 30 something properties that I want to sell, and I'm telling you I want to sell them. I even told you a price. And now I'm asking you to come look at the properties, come to Coleman and look at the properties. And you're saying that you've got to get more due diligence on them to know if you're interested in buying them. Even though you don't know where Coleman is, you're still going to sit on the phone right now and pretend like you're going to buy houses in Coleman. But you got to send them to your buyers to make sure that they buy houses in Coleman. So do you actually buy houses? Because if you just tell me I want, I'm looking for 6 rental properties. I got 6 that'll make great rental properties. I got one that's rent ready right now that we probably need to go out there and try to put a tenant in ourselves. Right? I've got several that are $2,000 or $3,000 away from being rentals. So why wouldn't you just say I want rental properties, and then I can send you the ones that are rentals? Or you could say we really like the owner finance strategy, and then I could send you the 10 or so that would be good owner finance right now. Or you could say, hey, I only like to flip houses. I like them to be in this price range. I like to make this margin. I could say, oh man, I've got 2 or 3 that fit that perfect. Why is it so hard for you to answer those questions for me right now? Is it because possibly you're not the end buyer and that you're just going to wholesale them?
So we are an end buyer, and I'm also an agent. And I'm not sure if you've met people that kind of do multiple strategies, but we do multiple strategies.
Does it not sound like I understand multiple strategies? I do multiple strategies. But so which one is your preferred exit strategy? Which one is your number one exit strategy? Which one do you like the most? Do you like being a landlord? Do you like owning notes? Do you like flipping? Or do you like wholesaling the best? Out of those 4, just which one do you personally like the best?
So out of those 4, what we prefer to do is if we like a property, if we like an area, then we invest. And so I would say between those 4, it would be either buy and hold and wholesaling.
Okay.
Those are our top 2.
How many houses do you have in your rental portfolio outside of the Houston metro?
So we're primarily in the greater Houston area. That's something that I communicated to.
No, I know. That how many do you own outside of the Houston metro that are buy and hold? How many rentals do you own in rural America?
I mentioned that we're in the greater Houston area, so we don't have any outside.
Okay, so obviously you probably don't want to own our properties in Coleman as a rental property.
Okay.
Right? So if you'll just level with me and say, hey, I'm going to wholesale these and this is what I'm going to do with them, it would make all of our life a lot easier, because I don't care if you wholesale them. I just don't want them anymore.
Right.
And you sitting here with the same, it's almost like you hired somebody to train you on these lines. You hired a guru to teach you real estate investing, and he said, here's how you overcome this objection, how you overcome that objection. Here's good scripts. Here's whatever. Here's how we do it. This is process number 1. This is process number 2. And now we're just kind of on the phone, and I'm like, I'm sitting here right now, however many minutes into this call, wondering, why not just say, I don't really buy in Coleman, Texas. I would love to present this to some of our investors and see if they might buy in Coleman, Texas. But if they don't, I'm not going to be able to help you out.
So, and I'm not sure if,
because you're not going to buy these. You're personally, your company's not going to buy these.
We possibly could. That's what I'm trying.
I've already told you the price. I've already told you the price, and let's meet. I've got 34 houses I'll sell you for $230,000. When would you like to see them?
So, can you send me the address so we can take a look first?
That's crazy to me, because I can send you the addresses all day long.
Okay.
You can go look at them on Google. You can go look at them on the CAD or whatever. It's still not going to help you understand Coleman, Texas. The only thing that's going to help you understand Coleman, Texas is walking out there in Coleman, Texas and looking at it. They have no coronavirus in Coleman, Texas right now. So I'm telling you, like, even if we wait until after all of this is over to go look at it, when would you like to go look at my properties that I'm already willing to sell you for? I have a cash price. We'll take it right now, ready to go. When would you like to see them? And Don't tell me that I need to send you the addresses so you can do more due diligence. There's no due diligence you can do on the internet that's going to tell you the story of Coleman, Texas. You got to step foot in it.
Okay, and I appreciate that, and I understand that you are an expert in that area.
I'm not an expert. I don't want you to think I'm an expert. I just don't want.
Okay.
I don't want somebody that's trying to wholesale properties, wasting my time, having me send emails, having me send all of this, getting my hopes up. Think about it if I'm not an investor, and I'm like, oh man, this person's finally going to solve my problem. I've been wanting to get rid of these. They're going to evaluate this, and they're going to come back and they're going to take some of this burden off of my hands, especially in tough economic times. And then you come back and say, oh, I'm not interested in any of those. They don't fit our investment criteria, which is based on the fact that none of your buyers want to do it. Because if you were the buyer, you would be coming to look at it. Because I promise you, whoever you contact about it, if they are interested in it, they're going to go look at it. They're going to go look at it before they decide which ones they're going to purchase. It would take us one day for you to look at every one of these properties, underwrite every single deal and every exit strategy that you like, whether it's buy and hold, owner finance, or flip, and understand that you do or do not want to do it if you were the buyer. But if you're just going to try to wholesale it, which I wish you would just come out and say, hey, I'm just going to try to wholesale these. And I really would just like to present it to my buyers and see if there's any interest there, right? And then that would make me feel good because I'm like, man, this is a really honest human that's really straight shooting. And you know what I mean? Instead, you keep telling me that you would possibly buy them, but you won't possibly come look at them, even though I've told you I'm willing to sell them. That's weird to me.
Okay, and I won't argue with that, and I appreciate your insight. And so I will be sure to give you a call if you are open-minded to it, if we're interested in moving forward. But thank you so much for your time.
I'm interested in moving forward. Like, why won't you just come look at my properties if you are the end buyer?
Okay, we'll give you a call. I'll talk to my partners. We'll give you a call if we're interested. Again, thank you so much, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah,
thank you.
There's an hour of my life I'll never get back. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Anybody, go back and watch the whole video. That's so stupid.